Yo guys, what is good? It's your favorite Supreme Leader, Cameron. And today we'll bring you the best shooting badges in NBA 2K20. So these badges will indeed let you shoot over those. So first up, we're starting with our tier 1 shooting badges, which are obviously range extender, Deadeye, and catch and shoot. Now range extender is a monster this year. You're telling me we can get Hall of Fame range extender on 7'3" players? Like, come on. You said you were trying to patch stretches last year. Are you serious? Range extender, limitless range, all these badges have been overpowered every single year, and this year is no exception, especially since we can put it on any player we like that has shooting in the archetype. Range extender does not allow you to shoot from deeper, so it's obviously really good. Now, Deadeye is your bailout badge. Deadeye is going to allow you to hit contested shots. Now, that doesn't mean because you have Hall of Fame Deadeye, you're not ever done a miss because, oh well, I can pull it heavily contested now. No. It's just if you get a lightly contest, it doesn't impact your shot as much. If you get a heavily contest, it's still very unlikely to go in. But if you've got Deadeye, you take a bad shot once every 100 times, it might go in. You're on a run, it might go in. So Deadeye is a good bailout badge. If you're getting a lot of shooting badges, it's a badge that you would upgrade. Now catch and shoot is another tier 1 badge because it gives you such a large boost to jump shots. You combine catch and shoot with this range extender Hall of Fame, Deadeye Hall of Fame. You combined catch and shoot with some of these other badges, and all of a sudden you're an absolute monster. Let me tell you about this combo right here. Think about these 4 badges in sync, and you got, let's say you get a green in the last possession and you got volume shooter or something like that. You're taking a lot of shots, you got a green last shot. You're coming off a pick and pop to catch and shoot with the possibility of going deeper because you have range extender Hall of Fame. If they get a lightly contest, you have Deadeye to make up for it, and your point guard has Dimer. Think about the possibility of you hitting that shot. And all of a sudden is an unlikely shot becomes very likely with the combination of all these badges. And catch and shoot is just one of those badges that it can help you in so many scenarios, hitting those tough catch and shoot shots. Now in the tier 1 category that I forgot because it's not actually on my board right now is difficult shots Hall of Fame. Difficult shots is obviously a tier 1 shooting badge. I don't think there's anyone that would ever dispute that. I'm making a stretch big right now. I'm testing out some stretch big builds, so unfortunately difficult shots is not on here for me, but just know it's definitely a tier 1 shooting badge. Difficult shots does not allow you to hit all kinds of fadeaways. It's the shot creator badge. It also pops up with sometimes layup. You're not giving yourself time to set your feet. Difficult shots will activate and give you a boost. Now this year I can say there's a lot of tier 2 shooting badges. You've got so many possibilities. Obviously corner specialist is a must have if you don't want to be spotting up in the corner. You put corner specialist up a little bit on some sort of shooting build, or if you're not a shooting build and all of a sudden you can't miss in the corner, if you're a non-shooting build, this is one of the badges that you're always trying to consider if you should go catch and shoot or corner specialist. You're a lockdown or a slasher and you know your point guard's just going to be playing a lot of ISO. You may want to equip that corner specialist, but you combine corner specialist with something like catch and shoot and all of a sudden you've got a really deadly duo again. Now we've also got a few badges that are going to boost our shooting this year, which are hot start, green machine, volume shooter, hot zone hunter, tireless shooter, and volume shooter. Now green machine's gonna give you a boost if you're getting green. So if you get a green, the next shot has a higher chance of getting a green. The next shot after that has a higher chance of getting a green. So if you're someone that's shooting a lot of greens, then you definitely want to throw on this badge. But let's say you don't get greens, you definitely don't want to use the badge. Hot start improves players' shooting ability after making first shot until miss occurs. Now if you're a park player, thinking about how many games you go 6 from 6 or whatever, chances are generally that you do make your first shot on park. You may want to equip your hot start if you know you're a good shooter and you don't really miss too much. Putting that hot start may not make you miss ever. But if you're not a great shooter, then you probably don't want to equip hot start. If you're more of a streaky shooter or someone that needs to get their takeover meter and then they can kind of start shooting, maybe you don't want to equip hot start. Now hot zone hunter is just an overall very, very good badge if you're able to shoot consistently from certain places and get your hot spots. If you get hot zone hunter, those shooting percentages from your hotspots are going to go up. Now for these 2 badges right here, tireless shooter and volume shooter. Now if you're more of an ISO player, maybe you're a play sharp or something like that, you definitely want to be equipping these badges. Or maybe you're a comp stretch, comp sharp, whatever, you're doing most of the scoring. Maybe you're a pro-am player that's going to be taking a lot of shots. You want to equip these badges. So what Tireless Shooter is going to do, when you're fatigued, it's not going to matter as much. You got that Gatorade symbol, you're flashing red after dribbling for 30 minutes, you're still going to have a good chance of hitting the shot. So Tireless Shooter, if you're ISOing or you're playing a lot of long pro-am games, then you definitely want to equip Tireless Shooter. Now, Volume Shooter, if you're an ISO player, a comp player, you know you're the best player in the team and you're dropping 21 points often. Obviously, you want to equip Volume Shooter. It's going to help you the more shots you take. For the more shots you take throughout the game, your percentage is going to increase. Which, if you're taking 6 or 7 shots a game, you're a little Steezo the God, everyone respects you, you're trying to carry your IRL friends, then you may want to equip Volume Shooter because you know you're going to be taking all the shots, so you may as well get a boost. Now, Flexible Release. This is a really good badge. I'm considering putting this tier 1. Flexible Release reduces penalty for mistimed jump shot releases. Now, this means if you're lagging a bit, you get a bit of delay on occasions, then you may want to chuck this badge up to Hall of Fame. It's going to make your timing matter slightly less, especially at that Hall of Fame. Your timing is going to matter significantly less, but also if you're close to those greens, sometimes it can boost you up to getting a green. I've only heard that. That's only speculation, so don't take my word 100% for it, but it might be true. Now, Pick and Popper is a must if you're a stretch big, if you're some sort of defending shooter type build that you get Hall of Fame brick wall, or you get any brick wall. If you're a big setting screens, Pick and Popper is a must. As I said before, catch and shoot plus Pick and Popper plus corner specialist plus Deadeye plus range extender, any of those badges is going to make you a deadly shooter. Pick and Pops are always a comp move every year. They create a lot of space, and that Pick and Popper badge is going to allow you to hit those shots much more effectively. And for the last one is Slippery Off Ball. I would definitely recommend this for pretty much any player, to be honest, especially if you're some slashing sharp or some midget sharpshooter that's not going to have the ball a lot and you're just trying to duck in and out off the ball. Even if you're a slasher, if you're not a shooter at all, this is a badge that I would consider equipping because you get the cheesy off-ball animations and you can glitch your way to the ring, glitch your way around the three-point line, especially with all these new off-ball animations, off-ball spins, all of that. It's a very, very good badge. Now, here are the badges that I just wouldn't equip, in my opinion, unless you're in a very, very situational type thing. Steady Shooter is another like Deadeye, but it's not as good. Apparently, it boosts your open shots, but I don't see it at all. I don't think Steady Shooter is a very good badge, in my opinion. I don't see much of an increase when I have it on and when I don't have it on. It reduces the penalties for contested shots and bonuses for open shots, but as I said, I don't really think it does too much. I've heard that it does the opposite of this. I've heard it reduces the bonuses for open shots, but as I said, that's just speculation as well, so don't take that too serious. I also wouldn't go for Pump Fake Maestro too much. I wouldn't be too concerned about that unless you're a post scorer that's going to be cheesing the pump fakes. Quick Draw, obviously, when the full game comes out, when you're probably watching this video when the full game is out, Quick Draw is no longer a badge in the game, so we don't have to worry about that. But if for some reason they do change it and Quick Draw is in the game, it is definitely a tier 1 badge. Ice in My Veins is just a free throw badge, so it's a clutch free throw badge at that. It doesn't even help your free throw as much, so I really just don't think this is I don't think this is a badge at all unless you're a big pro-am player and you got to put it on bronze, or maybe you're also a my career player, you might want to put it on bronze. Clutch Shooter is another one of those badges that I would not put much higher than bronze, and that's only if you're a big my career or pro-am player. If you're a park player, Clutch Shooter, I mean, why would I want to just be able to hit shots in the clutch when I could put something like Deadeye, when I could use it on other things? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Now, the only badge that I haven't addressed is Deep Fades Hall of Fame, which is a post-scoring badge, so I'm not really including it as one of the shooting badges. It's definitely a post-scoring badge. It's a really good badge. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's a very good badge, but it's not exactly a stretch, or it's not exactly a stretch big or a shooting type badge, so that's why I'm kind of leaving it off this list. Now, this is Chargeyy about to tell you how he would upgrade his stretch badges. He's a very, very good stretch on Australian servers. He's one of the top stretchers on Australian servers, so I would definitely listen to him. He's also in Fear Clan, which is the clan that I am in. Fear merch on the way, coming soon. It's probably out. It might be out when you're watching this video, so stay tuned on both of our Twitters. I'll put them somewhere on the screen right now. Also, go subscribe to his YouTube channel. He had a 98 overall shot creating stretch last year, which he sold, and then he got like another 93. Then he got another 93 stretch big later in the year.
Alright, so you need range extender because it's like limitless range for 2K19, and if you're a stretch and you're a spot-up shooter, you need it because you're going to be shooting limitless shots off like the pick and pop, or if you're dribbling the ball or whatever. And for range, that's for range extender. I chose the range Deadeye Hall of Fame because you need to shoot over those like Duke Dennis. You need to be able to shoot lightly contest, like 50% contest, etc. Green Machine, you need a Hall of Fame because stretches are not going to be the best for this year, like bead wise, so you need to be able to really good like catch and shoots off Green Machine, and it helps you green a lot easier. And tile shooter, I had a tile scorer on Hall of Fame with my 98 overall shot, and that's probably the best badge in the game right now because you can shoot like when you're flashing red, just shoot it and you'll green it if you have all the Hall of Fame badges combined. That's my Hall of Fame badges. My catch and shoot badges chose gold catch and shoot because you need to be able to shoot off the catch and shoot, obviously, and everyone knows why you need catch and shoot because yeah, exactly that, catch and shoot. Flexible release, so people that shoot like long arms and stuff, you get penalty from shooting long arms, so you needed that extra flexible release on gold just in case you shoot like a bad attempt, etc. Corner specialist silver because you don't need it as much as like catch and shoot gold. And range extender Hall of Fame because corner specialist, anyone can really shoot in the corner, like it doesn't matter what build you are. Hot start is really good for like if you want to go for takeovers, so say if you shoot one shot and then you will just keep on shooting really consistently if you hit the first shot, and that's what shows that. And now my bronze badge is pick and pop out because you don't need it on Hall of Fame, you need it on like either bronze or silver, which I chose bronze because it's not like you're going to be playing with a guard. You're mainly going to be playing double center on the twos. Pick and pop is good for like if you're playing with a guard, you quickly do a quick pick and pop and you'll green it. It has more of a chance of greening with Hall of Fame Green Machine and catch and shoot gold. I chose clutch shooter for bronze because it increases the ability to knock down shots in clutch moments, meaning like if it's like 20-20 and you need to shoot the last shot, it gives you a high boost of making it by like 5 back attributes or some stuff. But steady shooter, people try and contest you, it'll be easier for you to shoot over them. It'll count less as percentage for a contest, and that's why I chose steady shooter. Volume shooter because it boosts your shot percentages and shot attempts accrue throughout the game, meaning like I forgot it's called. Chose volume shooter, you can get boost as you hit other shots. If you hit catch and shoot, you'll be able to shoot like a high percentage if you keep on making the shots. Volume shooter increases the percentage of shooting.
Thanks Chargeyy for telling you the best stretch badges. If you guys are making a stretch, I would recommend equipping this spread right here. He was a 98, so he definitely knows what he was talking about. He hit Elite 3 on both his accounts, so that's how he would upgrade his player as a stretch big. But now I'm going to show you how I would upgrade my player as a little midget cheesy sharp. I would put my Hall of Fame catch and shoot up. Obviously, Hall of Fame catch and shoot is just a badge that you need if you're really going to be cheesing as a sharp. I would then put Deadeye Hall of Fame just in case I need the bailout. Range extender Hall of Fame just to hit those deep kind of shots. I'd put Slippery Off-Ball Hall of Fame to get open, all of that stuff. Put Volume Shooter on Silver to get that boost. Green Machine on Silver to get that boost. Flexible Release on Silver just in case I lag a little bit. Corner Specialist on Silver just in case I do go to the corner. I would then put Hot Start on Bronze. Hot Zone Hunter on Bronze. And if I'm a point guard or shooting guard, I would actually get difficult shots. So that's what I'm using those other 4 available upgrades for. Either way, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'm out. See ya. Also, don't forget to check out all the other best badge videos, dribble tutorials, everything like that. They're all on my channel, and you could probably see them right now. So, yeah, go click on one of them.